Well, the Exactrix system's a little more money versus the other competitors, but when you consider the savings of the amount of end you put on, it should pay for itself in a couple of years. Rick ENGELMEYER, Beamer, Nebraska. We farm about 2,000 acres of corn on corn and 400 or 500 acres of beans and a little bit of alfalfa. And we're out here on December 12th putting in hydrous ammonia on with my 940 case toolbar with the P Mustang 51 openers. And everything seems to be working pretty good. This is the second time the ground's frozen and unthawed, and this is probably going to be one of our last days for the year. Try to get most of it on in fall so it's not such a big load in the springtime. This is our 12th year with Exactrix, and the reason we put the Exactrix, it's all even across the bar. There's just 1% variance between each opener. And if you're putting 160 pounds out, you're putting 160 pounds out. I weighed a few tanks back and it is really accurate. And I needed a toolbar that had some weight to it so it could get the openers in the ground for the penetration. All the stuff that you see on there, I put it all on myself. Little project to get all that done, did nothing to that extent before. And with a couple phone calls between Guy and me and James, we got it all figured out over the phone. Real impressed how well it flexes 5 times in 5 different places, and uneven ground, it does a nice job of flowing through the unevenness. These openers run a straight blade with a double edge, and they got a closing wheel on it for the tillage purposes. Didn't know if we needed them or not, but it looks like it's doing a good job back there. They're going about 6.5 inches deep, and I got about 90 pounds of pressure at the tips. And the one nice thing is this is all hydraulically driven. The faster we go, that still puts the same amount on. Pump spins a little faster, you can get a little more pressure. Another reason why we got this Exactrix system, in the fall it usually gets some colder conditions and the other machines have to sit there, and as long as the ground isn't froze, we are able to run. That is another plus with the Exactrix systems. We got 2,000 gallon twin tanks behind us with the 2-inch bottom outlet valves running a hose from each tank. So this is a Case IH Magnum 285. It's rated about 260 horse, and we're able to pull this. That is one nice thing about the rolling coulters. They take a little less horsepower. These are the P51 Mustangs. And I've done 2 bean fields, and it just can't hardly even tell you're in there. And then we go back in there, right in there, and plant that. A lot less soil disturbances. With the Exactrix, with it all even across the toolbar, we're able to put around 20% less on versus a normal system because it's all equal across the whole bar. And that was one of the main factors. Less fertilizer, seem to get a little more bushels out of it. We're probably in the $50 to $70 range saving on our end costs each year. So it pays for the system pretty fast.